sound. Right here in the Center for Spiritual Living, you have found a home that is loving and giving. Lots of happy hugs and the smiles on their faces. We don't have a problem with gender or races. Throw your fears away. Fears away. Love is here to stay. Here to stay. Friendship by the pound. By the pound. Love is all around. You should know the man, Dr. Holmes was the founder. His philosophy, there is none that is sounder. God's in everyone, we are interconnected. Gratitude and fun, don't let fun get neglected. It's a mystery. Mystery. Thinking is the key. It's the key. Peace and harmony. Harmony. Change the way you see. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living. We are into helping and love and forgiving. You might hear some singing and praying and music. Just to be inside here is so therapeutic. You know that it's true. Yes, it's true. I can feel it too. Feel it too. What a place to be. Place to be. Come on in and see. In and see. Friendly people here. People here. Troubles disappear. Disappear. Know that we are one. We are one. One with everyone. We are all one. We are one. We are all one. We are all one. We are one. We are all one. We are all one. We are one. We are all one. We are all one. We are one. We are all one. We are all
Choir and Chris, thank you so much. Hello, hello. Can you hear me? I should have done a mic check earlier. All right, well, happy Sunday, everyone. My name is Brandi Pagano. It's a great day already. It's Sunday. We're all together. I'm so happy to be here. And it is my pleasure to welcome you to our High Desert Center for Spiritual Living Sunday celebration service in our beautiful community of Apple Valley, California. And now it's time for our community sing-along. So if you choose, you're more than welcome to stand up and sing along with Chris and the choir. Take it away, Chris.
God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, God gives me everything I need. Joy, joy is my source, joy is my power, joy gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, joy gives me everything I need. Love, love is my source, love is my power, love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, love gives me everything I need. Peace, peace is my source, peace is my power, peace gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Peace gives me everything I need. And back to God. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything
the High Desert Center for Spiritual Living, we are an all-inclusive center of love. We are transforming lives, building dreams, and revealing love. All we ask is that you stay open to changing your life by changing your mind. We recognize and celebrate each person as uniquely divine. We view each individual as an expression of the one spirit in all. Together, we are co-creating a world that works for everyone. We teach and embody the science and mind principles that support our core values, which are love, healing, spiritual growth, oneness, service, abundance, and diversity. Welcome home, everyone. And thank you to everyone who is joining us online today as well. We are so happy that you're here. Please write in the chat box, let us know how you're doing today and where you're watching from. We love to connect with you. And if anybody is joining us for the first time in person today, you can raise your hand so we can welcome you. All right, welcome everyone. If you didn't already get a welcome packet, you can pick one up at the welcome table in the garden room. It has information about our center, as well as information for our Higher Visions Books and More gift shop, which will be open again after service. Our practitioner, Judy, will be in there after service. So there's lots of good things in there to check out. And again, we're so glad that you're here. Thank you for being with us today. All of the ways that you can connect with our center can be found in our program. So if you got one when you first came in, take it home with you to keep handy throughout the week. There's all the information as far as what's going on this week here at our service, as well as ways to connect with our office and our center if you have any questions on anything. And we also send out announcements, inspirational messages, and affirmations through our texting service. There's no cost to sign up, so if you haven't already joined and you would like to stay in the loop, please text JOIN, that's JOIN, to the number on your screen, that is 833-683-2356, and I will receive that message and get you set up for our texting service. And it's another great way to stay connected with our center and, of course, ask questions or put in prayer requests or anything that you may need throughout the week. Current events happening at our center can always be found at the concierge table, online through our Google Calendar, and our social media platforms. These are all updated regularly, so please check back often as we are always adding more new and exciting opportunities to gather here at the center. We also have a printed calendar of events that Valerie updates monthly, and there's affirmations on the back. You can take this home as well, and that is, I believe, on the concierge table. So pretty much anything you need to know you can find in the garden room. And now on for announcements today. Today, right after service, we have the pleasure of having our guest speaker, Eisele, facilitate a special one-hour workshop titled The Resiliency Zone. That's going to happen at 11:30. This is a suggested love offering of $10, and of course, just like everything, all are welcome to join us. Also happening today is our LGBTQ+ Conscious Conversations meetup at noon, hosted by Tina and the Rainbow Alliance group. I don't see Tina yet, but she might be here in a little bit. Whether you are part of the community or a supportive ally, again, all are welcome to join that Conscious Conversation meetup. This coming Tuesday, June 25th, join us at 6:45 for a breathwork, movement, and meditation session with Robert and Cinnamon from House of Frog. Robert and Cinnamon, could you please raise your hands? So if you have any questions, you can reach them. We had our first one a couple of weeks ago. It was phenomenal, so I really encourage you all to join us. There is a love offering of $10. All are welcome. There's no registration required. This event happens every other Tuesday, and of course you can connect with me, Robert, or Cinnamon if you have any questions. This coming Thursday, June 27th, we have another movie night happening from 5 to 7:30. We will be showing Creative Visualization by Shakti Gawain, sharing about how to use the power of your imagination to create what you want in your life. Love offerings welcome. Saturday, June 29th, join us for a 5 Wishes workshop. 5 Wishes is an important part of life planning at any time. This workshop covers personal, spiritual, medical, and legal wishes for end-of-life planning, and it is valuable at any age. There is a $5 fee for materials and a love offering for this very informative workshop. Again, that's this coming Saturday, June 29th. And then on Sunday, June 30th, we will have our new member ceremony during service to welcome our new members. Woohoo, finally, we're getting this done. Then after service, all are welcome to join us in the social hall for our monthly board meeting. And the theme for next Sunday is red, white, and blue, excuse me, for those that would like to participate in the fun. And beginning July 11th, Reverend Valerie will be facilitating an 8-week accredited class titled The Essential Earnest Homes. on Thursday evenings from 5 to 7 p.m. And again, you can sign up at the concierge table today. So we always have lots of exciting things happening at our service, so check in often and stay in the loop. And thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. And now it's time for our practitioner of the day, Lori Smith.
This is my first time at the new podium, so kind of excited. So let's look at our affirmation for today. And I'll read it one time, and then you can read it along with me. Every day, my capacity to love grows. Every day, my capacity to love grows. One more time. Every day, my capacity to love grows. And so it is. Dr. Ernest Holmes' promises are on your program on the left side and on the monitors. I keep the promise that I have made myself to affirm in this moment that I am abundant, healthy, wealthy, strong, and happy. I keep the intention to daily speak this truth to my inner soul, telling it that it is wonderful and marvelous, that it is one with the great cause of life, truth, power, and action. I whisper these things into my soul until it breaks forth into songs of joy with the realization of its limitless possibilities. I assure my soul. And now for contemplation time. Relax, turn within and breathe. Enjoy the moment. And now, Alison will join me in lighting the flames of faith. We perform the Flames of Faith ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all peoples and all faiths, all beings come from the one great universal presence, which we call Spirit. The Unity Candle represents the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here today. We light the first candle for the shamanic traditions honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. We light the second candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the third candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the sixth candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of compliance with the will of God as the highest calling. We light the eighth candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the ninth candle, acknowledging all forms of new thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principle. We light the 10th candle for inclusivity, affirming that all are welcome here. And as Alison lights the healing candle, please put silently into the light names of loved ones, knowing that they have the experience of Spirit's eternal love. And so it is. So I invite you to take this moment, closing your eyes, as we move within. There is only love. There is only the power of Spirit moving through you and me and everything and everyone, everywhere. This allness can be felt deeply within. It is our very heart beating. It is breathing us, sourcing us with every breath. It is the life, the light, the source of all good. And it is all good. As I open my awareness, I know that there is limitless abundance available to me. I am tapped in, I am connected with each one of you and with all life, with every moment, with every breath. Knowing this, I give great thanks. So honored and blessed to know that I am expressing this one every moment of every day. Giving thanks for this center, this sacred sanctuary, and all who come and all who cherish this space. Honoring our volunteers. Service is what it's all about. Your board of trustees, your practitioners, and above all, Reverend Ann and her message today. May it lift you up, bring you to a new awareness, a new knowing and a new being, for all is well. I release, I let go. Spirit is in charge, and I can rest. Knowing this to be so, together we say, and so it is. Namaste.
Thank you, Lori, for that beautiful practitioner prayer portion. Oh, there's a little spider up here. Nature's here. It is my pleasure to welcome our guest speaker today. Anne is curious and adventurous, which has led her to try to pursue as many careers as possible in this lifetime. Anne started her career by picking strawberries, but that was only seasonal work, so she had to find something else. She tried waitressing. She even became a mechanical engineer, which has served her very well and continues to feed her. Though not feeling full enough, Anne earned her MBA, which advanced her opportunities and led her to her next career, the management of gas, electricity, and renewables. In other words, Anne manages energy. Energy management led Anne directly to the science of mind. Anne embraced the infinite energy of spirit, which is infinity, right? I said that right. Now, as a minister with a master's in consciousness, Reverend Anne is expanding and evolving this infinite energy. Her mission is to promote self-worth, self-growth, and to keep the energy flowing for everyone with love and compassion. Reverend Anne is in the process of creating the Visioning and Resilience Teaching Center under the auspices of CSL. Please join me in a warm welcome for our guest speaker today, Reverend Anne Eisele.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Give me one moment. Technology. You'll really appreciate this. I set timers. And give me one more minute. Thank you so much for that warm welcoming. I am so delighted to be here this morning. And I just want to say what a lovely sanctuary this is. I was here about a month ago, and I just fell in love with all the tapestries, and especially learning the history that they were donated from a church, I believe at Big Bear. So just absolutely stunning. And since I was sitting in the first row, I also just was admiring the circle of religions, the circle of faith, and how it's just centered in peace. So once again, thank you for having me. As I was announced, I am Reverend Anne Eisele. My pronouns are she, her. I started sharing my pronouns because I heard from other people and personally felt how important they are, especially when using quotes that had the intention of being written to include humankind, but used the once tolerated default of masculinity. My talk, I have made the quotes and the writings gender neutral. While studying to be a practitioner, I read Ernest Holmes' book, Science of the Mind. And one of the passages really struck me was his statement about this teaching. And paraphrasing him, he said, "Don't just read and repeat the words. Take what I have written and make it yours." Even though Holmes had left this world before I became part of this world, his philosophy is still powerful and relevant today. Now we really get into the technology here. So let's see. So my talk today is entitled Enlightenment. And I was inspired by Thich Nhat Hanh, who is a Buddhist monk who touches people all over the world with his teaching. He said, enlightenment is when the wave realizes it's the ocean. Buddhists use the word enlightenment to describe connection of oneness. Ernest Holmes calls enlightenment consciousness or awareness. Holmes described it as those brief moments when the veil separating us is lifted, when we're able to see and feel and know that we are all one. We are individual personas of the divine spirit, connected to each other. When we recognize that connection, we are enlightened. One of the first steps of enlightenment is being aware of our feelings and emotions. To know the wave is to know ourselves. Today I'm going to use Brene Brown's 20 years of research to explore how we connect our feelings and emotions. Dr. Brown has a PhD in social work and research and analyzes fun topics like courage, vulnerability, shame, and loneliness, and leadership through interviews and data analysis. Dr. Brown is a quantitative, grounded theory researcher. The goal of grounded theory is to develop theories based on people's lived experience rather than proving or disproving theories. I'm going to use her research on belonging and loneliness to help us understand the wave, when the wave realizes it's the ocean. And the reason I like Brene Brown's research is she talks to people, thousands and thousands of people, and then takes what she hears and analyzes it. So with that, her research brought out that the opposite of belonging is loneliness. Being alone is not the same thing as loneliness. There's a strange dichotomy of being alone but still belonging, of true belonging. It's a paradox of feeling alone but also strong. It's the feeling of not doing something that someone wants you to do because it's against your authenticity or integrity. Being alone but still belonging can be vulnerable and courageous because we are standing on our own but still wanting to be part of the tribe. In her research, Dr. Brown asked, what does it mean to truly belong? Analyzing the research, she defines belonging as the innate human desire. I think this might be a slide. Yeah, okay. Belonging is the innate human, I lost my place, desire to be part of something larger than oneself. She goes on to say that true belonging happens when we present our authentic and perfect selves to the world. True belonging doesn't require us to change who we are. It requires us to be who we are. So true belonging is not just fitting in, which is a hollow substitute for belonging. It's an important finding from her research is that our sense of belonging can never be greater than our level of self-awareness. It's similar to that concept. We can't give what we don't have. For example, if we don't love ourselves, we can't love others. So our sense of belonging can never be greater than our level of self-acceptance. Dr. Brown found true belonging is not something we achieve or accomplish with others. It's self-acceptance we carry in our hearts. Once we belong thoroughly to ourselves and belong thoroughly in ourselves, true belonging is ours. Belonging to ourselves means sometimes called to stand alone, to brave the world of uncertainty, vulnerability, and criticism. Today, with the world feeling like a political and ideological combat zone, this can be remarkably tough, but all the more important. We seem to have forgotten that even when we are utterly alone, we are connected to one another by something greater than group membership politics, or ideology. We are connected with love and human spirit. No matter how separate we are by what we think and believe, we are part of the spiritual story. Dr. Brown's research enforces Holmes' philosophy, especially when she found that our personal stories are created in the realm of spirituality, but only when we add feelings and emotions. I find this remarkable. Holmes wrote Science of Mind almost 100 years ago in 1926, and research that Dr. Brown's been doing for the past 20 years is showing exactly what he envisioned with his philosophy. Isn't that the power of one of the most important practices of religious science also? Is that power of belonging? The practice of prayer or affirmation prayer, known as spiritual mind treatments. When we do it with feelings and emotions, we bring that creation to fruition or manifestation. Combining emotions and spiritual connection allows us to know and feel we're one with divine spirit, with everything, everyone. When the wave knows and feels it's the ocean. God is infinite love. Brandi told us that in the beginning, and it is. So God is infinite love and awareness, and always present in its entirety. We too are infinite love. Only when we're able to feel our infinite love and connect to the divine love do we truly love ourselves. Or put another way, we can only give as much as we have. Compassion and awareness has to be more than visualizing it. We have to know and embody it. I can visualize love. It's not until I feel that love inside, know that I am loved, that I will be able to embody that love and share it with another person. So how do we embody this connection? Oh, I'm not pointing it. There we go. Holmes states, there is a center within us which knows. As we develop this consciousness that flows from this center, we discover the secret place of the Most High. Holmes goes on to say that the goal of human beings is to have a full consciousness of unity with the presence and spontaneity recognition of unity with human beings. We need to be aware and embody the idea that we are all interconnected with all of life, just as enlightenment is when the wave realizes it's the ocean. Let me give you a personal example. When I was a kid, about 9 to 16, I competed in track and field. The field part were the high jump and long jump. In the high jump, I used to use a technique called the Fosbury flop. I know the name alone just makes you want to do it as a kid. But talk about your leap of faith. I would jump over the bar backwards, head first, landing on my shoulders and neck. When I competed in the high jump, I used to calm my nerves before attempting to jump by visualizing clearing the bar. I was mentally aware of what I wanted to achieve, clear the bar. This allowed me to be much calmer and perform better. The real success came when instead of just visualizing clearing the bar, I added the feeling of success and achievement. If I paused, just a little longer before I took off, and actually felt myself lifting off the ground, mentally feeling myself flying over the bar, felt the emotions and the power, the visualization, emotions and the power, my success rate increased enormously. The visualization was empty without the motions behind it. At the time, I didn't know Holmes's teaching, but I unknowingly used it. Just as a quick summary of my high jumping career, I did qualify for the state championships for high jump, but I didn't place. That was probably due to the self-imposing limitation of not being able to get over the fact of jumping higher than myself. I just, at the time, could not mentally do that. Brown's research continues to support Holmes' teaching when she went on to ask, what are people trying to achieve? What are they worried about? She found the answer was complex. They wanted to be part of something, to experience real connection with others, but not at the cost of their authenticity, freedom, or power. Participants further reported being surrounded by a us versus them culture, and that created feelings of spiritual disconnect. When Brown dug deeper into what they meant by spiritual disconnect, the research participants described a diminishing sense of shared humanity. Over and over, they shared their connection. They shared their concerns that the only thing that binds us is a shared fear and disdain, not our common humanity of shared trust, respect, or love. They reported feeling more afraid to disagree or debate with friends, colleagues, and family members because of the lack of civility and tolerance. Brown's research defines spirituality as recognizing and celebrating that we are all inextricably connected to each other by a power greater than all of us, and that our connection to that power and to one another is grounded in love and compassion. Once again, the thread just keeps coming back. There is no question that a large part of the struggle for people seeking true belonging is spiritual. This is no way a religious struggle around dogma, dominations, but instead wide open, heart-scrabble effort to stay connected to what binds us as humans while navigating an increasingly divisive, cynical world. If we do not belong, we are in a state of loneliness and are subject to social isolation. We experience loneliness when we feel disconnected. The heart of loneliness is the absence of meaningful social connection, such as intimate relationships, friendships, family gatherings, communities, work groups, connections. We must recognize that loneliness and being alone are completely different things. Being alone or inhibiting solitude can be powerful and healing, as some of you can contest for doing the meditation this morning. That's being alone, but it's powerful. We are social species. Our brains are wired to be together. The machine of our brain warns us when our ability to thrive and prosper is threatened. Hunger is a warning sign that our blood sugar is low and we need to eat. Thirst warns us we need to drink to avoid dehydration. Pain alerts us, that tells us there's potential tissue damage. And loneliness tells us we need social connection, something that is just as crucial to our well-being as food and water. Denying we feel lonely makes no more sense than denying we're hungry. Unfortunately, we can also feel shame around our loneliness, even when caused by grief or heartbreak. This why it's important to connect and embody our feelings, to pause, go inward, truly connect to what we are feeling, and to identify where in our bodies we're feeling them or sensing those feelings. We cannot be the ocean until we feel being the wave. Let me conclude with the effects of denying our emotions. When we deny our emotions own us. When we own our emotions, we can rebuild, and we own our emotions. When we own our emotions, we can rebuild and find our way through the pain. Sometimes owning our pain and bearing witness to the struggles means getting angry. When we deny ourselves the right to get angry or deny the pain, we all have a right and need to feel angry. It's an important human experience, but it's also critical to recognize and maintain our level of rage, anger, and contempt. Any attempt to maintain anger or rage over a long period of time is just not sustainable. The key is to expand our resilience through awareness and not allow our anger to control us. Anger is a catalyst, and holding on to it will exhaust us and make us sick. Internalizing anger will take away joy and spirit. Externalizing anger makes us less effective in our attempts to create change and forge connection. Instead, anger is an emotion we need to transform into a life-giving quality of love, compassion, empathy, justice. Sometimes anger can mask a more difficult emotion, like grief, regret, or shame. Instead of trying to control the anger, learn to dig into it and see what other feelings are there. When pain is denied or ignored, it becomes fear and hate. Similarly, anger is never transformed, becomes resentment and bitterness. This is how the wave becomes the ocean. It's through a conscious and aware of our emotions and transforming them into a greater sense of our mind, body, and spirit balance. In the workshop that follows the service, I'll be sharing the skills to transform our pain. The workshop will help us get in touch with our feelings and where they reside in our body. Then we'll learn to transform the difficult feelings and come to the place known as the resiliency zone. Enlightenment begins by truly feeling and being the wave. Thank you.
The choir to come up right now, please.
Thank you.
There's a place where I go. It's a place where I know all the people are loving and giving. Being thankful and kind is the science of mind at the center for spiritual living. And what you think
Chris, that's an original song that you wrote, isn't it? Let's give it up for Chris for that beautiful, sweet original song, helping to remind us why we're here, what this place is, and what we get to achieve while we're here. So thank you so much. And thank you, Anne, for that beautiful, beautiful talk. Thank you so much. And I'm really looking forward to your workshop. Now, this is our giving time. Please take a moment to join me in appreciation for this beautiful community and our Science of Mind philosophy. We know that we live in an abundant universe. There is always more than enough to share and to spare. We use this time to open up the flow of abundance, and we circulate this energy with the power and presence of gratitude. We appreciate your contributions of any kind to support this growing spiritual center. In addition to placing your offering in the basket today, there are various ways that you can contribute to our center. And that information is up on the monitors. Thank you, Nicholas. And if you didn't know, we also have a new giving app. It's called Breeze. If you have any questions on how to use that, please see me or Reverend Valerie in the office throughout the week. Frank, you are just, welcome back, Frank. He's back there putting a basket on his head, and I'm like a 5-year-old, like just being distracted. Anyways, that's who we are here. It's all good. Because of you, our service and experience here to get together continues to be possible, and the possibilities are definitely growing. Thank you for supporting the vision of this spiritual center and our philosophy. And thank you to our ushers today as well. Please join me in reading aloud our Declaration of Affirmative Giving located inside your program and also up on the monitors. And I invite you to take this nice deep breath in with me. Letting that go, feeling the gratitude for anything you choose in this moment, for being here today, for this lovely building, for all that we have, all that we are, and all that is unfolding. And please join me. Divine love consecrates my gift. It goes forth to heal, prosper, and bless. It is evidence of my conviction that God is the source and substance of my supply. I joyously contribute to the vision of this spiritual center, knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is. Thank you, ushers.
Giving time, this is the moment. Giving time, open your heart, you will find. When you are giving, that's when the healing time will start. This is love. When you are giving, this is love. Give what you can, you will find. There's a connection, give and receive, go hand in hand. Concentrate, meditate, elevate, all those loving feelings, helping out. This is our family, there's no doubt. It's understood, everything. Here at the center, all this is for your highest good. All this is for your highest good. All this is for your highest
As we come together as one again and just bless these gifts, these lovely gifts, as they thrive and feed local and bubble out into the world, the good that happens with it. And it's surrounded in love and compassion and a feeling of just abundance and knowing that all is well, all is good, and the funds just support the loving community that interacts and shares and grows. And I am so blessed to to be able to be part of this community, to be one with it, to shine and feel the warmth, feel the love. And with it, I release, knowing all is good, all is well. And so it is. Amen.
And so it is. Thank you so much. Thank you, ushers. Thank you, Reverend Ann, choir. Thank you all for being here. And as a reminder, our practitioner team is here to serve you. Please reach out to one of our experienced licensed practitioners for prayer, especially if you're going through any challenge in your life. They are here to know the truth for you and hold space with you as you transform your life by changing your mind. We have a prayer request box in the garden room that is checked regularly, and we encourage you to use this service. Thank you, practitioners. You are greatly appreciated. And as we know, all is well, life is good, and we are truly blessed. So now I invite us all to join in circle to close out our service, and we will be following that with hugs and handshakes. And then don't forget, we have fellowship in our social hall, followed by a resiliency zone workshop with Reverend Ann. So everyone, have a great week. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you next Sunday.
I can't help it. God makes me wanna sing. I can't help it. God makes me wanna sing. It makes me feel so good. I can do anything. I can't help it. God makes me wanna sing. I can't help it. God makes me wanna sing. It makes me feel so good. I can do anything. It makes me feel so good. I can do anything. It makes me feel so good. I can do anything. Life is well. You can play the game and you can act out the part, though you know it wasn't written for you. Now how can you stand there with your broken heart, ashamed of playing the fool? One thing can lead to another. It doesn't take any sacrifice. Oh, father and mother, sister and brother, if it feels nice, don't think twice. Just shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be much better if you only will. Do as I say. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be much better if you only will. You can run, but you cannot hide. This is widely known. And what you plan to do with your foolish pride when you're all by yourself alone. Once you tell somebody the way that you feel, you can feel it beginning to ease. I think it's true what they say about the squeaky wheel, always getting the grease. Better to shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be just fine if you only will. What I'd like to do to you, shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be much better if you only will. Yeah, I know, but it's better not.